Hi, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. I found this Better Homes and Garden from July of 1956. It was 25 cents. But if you lived in Canada, 35 cents. Way more money. And it says Summer Salad Splurge. So I'm having a little bit of dryness in my throat. It's not a cold. I wouldn't go as far as that. But I don't know if I will be whispering a lot of this or what. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it ends up. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I just love looking through these old magazines. Canon towels, and look, she has her initial on there. She must be Supergirl. This towel holder. You know what's funny? I think I just saw one of these at an estate sale, and I was kind of looking at it, and I was like, well, that's too small for a blanket holder. And for some reason, my brain didn't connect that it would be for towels. That makes sense. But I love she's got like this Tom Collins drink here. And she's got her oils and this whole basket she can keep stuff in. I like that. And then she's got her slippers that are little kitten heels. What a different world. A busy family finds the secret to a quieter home. What is it? Oh, look at this room. It has windows up here and windows all here in this huge vista view. And then their little TV here. And then more windows over here. I think this is wood siding. Family room living is more pleasant for everyone after a noise quieting ceiling was installed. Oh no. Oh no. This is for drop ceilings, those ones whenever you go in an old house. A lot of times they have these drop ceilings, and then you look underneath there and there's like the original tin ceiling or something. You're like, oh my gosh, what have they done? I guess it was for noise control, I guess. 1956 home improvement contest. Ooh. Brillo pad. The big box of 21 ultra smart slim Christmas cards. Oh, that's funny, because I have like a box, I may have showed it on this channel, of vintage Christmas cards, and I swear I have this one and this one and this one. I wonder how many years they made this. Maybe it's at my mom's house, because I think she has this big one too. Huh. I'm not sure. I have a memory of that, but I don't know. Look at her on her little telephone. Opportunity no longer knocks, it telephones. Day and night, every day in the year, few things give you so much for so little as a telephone. That's still true, just different now. It takes you to people, and it brings people to you. It sure does. They had no idea. No idea. Where's my pard? That's dog food. Unusual pets your family will love. Okay. They have a monkey. They have a donkey. A burro, actually, it says. They have a parrot. And she has a hamster. I had a hamster. I had a couple of hamsters. A monkey. How many people ran out and got a monkey after seeing this? Monkeys quickly become devoted pets until they bite your nose off. Comfort and freshness all springtime, all year long. Oh, of springtime, all year long. Heating and cooling. I don't know what the freshness is. Okay. Babbo bleach cleaner. July garden reminders. Well, it's not July right now. Quick as a wink. Why be shortchanged by under par air conditioning? No. How can you set your family up for housekeeping? What are they fighting over? Must be the funny pages in there. And then mom's reading the paper over his shoulder, and look at her face. She's like, oh no. She looks worried, but he's grinning like, oh. It's probably about taking away some woman's rights or something. And he's like, somebody accused me of being a man hater in the comments. I want you to know, I love men. I'm just goofing. But I do believe in women's rights. Flower containers with a touch of tradition. I don't know. The towel touch. Are pickles worth more than people? What? Ask Fetter's, world's largest maker of room air conditioning. Huh? What? I don't understand. What does a pickle have to do? You don't have to be a doctor to know how much a spell of hot, sticky, sleep-destroying weather can take out of you. So why not live more comfortably and enjoy the most modern health protection with a Fetter's air conditioner in your home? With a Fetter's, you will have this protection year after year. Fetter's units are the product of the world's most advanced air conditioning research. What does this have to do with the pickle? What? See the wonderful Fetter's dealer in the yellow pages. I don't understand this pickle. Is it just saying like you'll get so hot you'll pickle yourself? I mean, what? That's weird. Are pickles worth more than people? That you'll spend money on pickles, but not air. I don't know. Deep stuff. There's an iris. That's the state flower of Tennessee. I forget which kind. It's like the bearded iris or something. And my mom and dad have them growing all over the place. They're so pretty. They look awesome. In fact, I think I took a few and planted them in my yard. I'll see if they come up. I don't know. Ooh, look. A Continental Mark II. Wow. I love the white wall tires. I wish more cars still had white wall tires. It looks so cool. It seems simple to do. Chase and Sanborn coffee. Latest garden news. Don't scratch, spray. Carrot storage question. Carrots wouldn't be stored in a refrigerator if Cornell University scientists did the storing. What? In their test, refrigerated carrots developed unpleasant flavors described as hot, bitter, quinine-like, and soapy. Carrots without cold storage had superior flavor and kept their orange color better. What? Have you guys heard that? Renew strawberries after fruiting. The world's finest insulating glass, twin doors. So they must have one here and one here. The problem is sometimes when you have those, they get moisture in between. And then you have like, it's so annoying. The dining room is now the family room. Where do you eat your food? I don't know. If it's more living space you need, take a long look at your dining room. That's what happened at the home of Dr. and Mrs. Melvin Stone. The result, an all-purpose family room, much more useful than a dining room it once was. Okay, so they left kind of a small table and then put sofas. That's a pretty big dining room, if they can fit this table plus sofas. In our house, we have a living room, and then there's a bedroom on the main floor that is our guest bedroom. But when we toured the house before we moved in, They had the living room set up like a formal living room, so it had like fancy curtains and fancy sofas, and you could tell nobody's sitting in this room. And then the bedroom they made into a like TV room. It's not very big though. I mean, for a sofa, they had these giant like leather sofas. It was crammed in there. I was like, But we just use our formal living room as our where we do everything. And then we also have a dining room that has a because I do like if my family's all here, we sit down at the dining room table. I don't like eat in front of the TV usually because I'm one of those weirdo people that really believes you should pay attention when you're eating. So I don't allow screens or anything. Like you have to eat and have conversation because I think it keeps you from overeating, but it also keeps you talking to each other. So that's just the way it is. I remember when my kids were like middle school, when they first got phones, they'd want to pull them out. I'm like, nope, no phones at the dining table and no phones in bed. That used to be our rule. They had to leave them downstairs. Look at this pink kitchen and a yellow. Oh, I do like this a lot. All these old tiles. They're like the they might have what do you call it? Asbestos. But as long as you leave them in place and you don't chip them up, they should be okay, really. I love the color, though. I wish there were more colors. Okay, so this Underwood Deviled Ham, when we were kids and we'd go on road trips, my dad, he liked this stuff, and so we'd always take it, and you either had, because we didn't have we had a cooler, but you'd have to get ice all the time and drain the water. It was a lot. So a lot of times Mom would just have bread, peanut butter and jelly, Underwood Deviled Ham, or Vienna sausages. And so you kind of picked whether you wanted to smear the deviled ham on your bread or cut the Vienna sausages in half and lay them out, or have peanut butter and jelly. And so my recollection of this, because we were always traveling and it was fun and exciting, was that it was delicious. And so my sister and I were talking about, we're like, we gotta buy this, So we picked some up. This was years ago still, and brought it home to our kids. And we're like, this stuff is delicious. Newsflash, it's not delicious. I remember we ate it and we're like, remembered it being better. Same thing with Vienna sausages. They're like very soft. Very soft. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. What? Plymouth Belvedere 4-door hardtop sports sedan. That's a nice looking car. Look at that. Why don't they do more two-tone cars? Like, who doesn't want a car with a white roof? Because that keeps the sun from beating down on you. But then, like, red or teal blue. Like, who doesn't want that? It'd be so cool. Sorry, I'm trying to calm a cough. I was with my sister and her husband. And my brother-in-law just sent me a text and said, how do you feel? I said, well, a little dry, but I'm okay. Like, throat's dry. And he said he's really sick. I'm like, oh no. He said, I don't feel good at all. I'm like, So hopefully that doesn't happen to me. Kim Novak, she's so pretty. Push the button on dirty clothes. Out they come, clean and dry. This is a one washer and dryer. Why didn't that take off? A full-size washer and a full-size dryer combined in one unit. I bet I have to look that up. It probably electrocuted somebody or something. Like, why? It always seems like such a good idea to me. Huh. Never knew they made them back then. How to. Painting drawer pulls is easy. What to do with them while the paint is drying is the big problem. Here's one way to solve it. Run the screws that hold the pulls on up through the bottom of the cardboard box. Oh, yeah, that's smart. Then attach the pulls to the screws as shown and paint the poles. So they put them up through a cardboard box so they stick up a little bit, and then that's smart. Genius. Sand curved surfaces better with a sanding block made from a medium-sized plastic sponge. Yeah, that's smart. These are good tips. I don't want to have owls again because I did that yesterday. Okay. Inexpensive cleaner. I thought I had something else. Anyway, for your hands and arms is lightweight oil and sawdust. What? First, I feel like now that I'm reading this, I have this memory of you use sawdust if you get like grease on you, but I don't know. First, apply the oil to your hands. Then, when it has loosened the paint or grease, wash your hands thoroughly in sawdust. Finish cleanup with soap and water. I always thought that was more to keep the oils from going in the drain, but I guess it washes your hands. Have you guys ever done that? You ever heard of that? I don't know. Cutting insulation blankets to size without tearing or damaging moisture vapor barrier covering is a quick job for your head shears. Oh, smart. So you can go wheek. Huh. That's pretty smart. Dutch boy. You know, today I like never go to Walmart, like super rare, but I had to go there for a thing. So I went to Walmart and they've stopped like putting prices on their price tags. It's weird. They have the price tag, but there's no price. And then there's no price anywhere. Anyway, I stopped this woman to ask her the price. She worked there. And she told me, but then she also said, yeah, we do a really bad job of doing the prices here. And I'm the manager, so I know that's true. And I was like, oh. But she was telling me way more than I really needed to know about pricing and how I should load the app, and that way I could check and this and that. But she had the most perfect ASMR voice, and I literally had like goosebumps, and I was like, go on, just keep going. And that was like the first time I've had that in a while, but it made me think about my voice today. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's probably not so great. Yeah, she was great. Okay, this is super cute green dress. I love it so much. Look at the puffy sleeves. You guys know I love a puffy sleeve. And then it's like cinched in here and goes out. I love it. Love it, love it. How to for the handyman. Oh, the baby. Style for stacking. Ooh, look, a pink refrigerator. Come on. Why can't I have this pink refrigerator? See? Why aren't people making things fun anymore? It's a pink refrigerator with like a pale baby blue inside. She's got her Pyrex refrigerator set in there. She's got a ham. This looks like some kind of made up drink with whipped cream on it. I don't know. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glass, probably half gallons of milk. Oh my gosh. Look at how interesting this is. This part sticks out here. So you can open this up and get your veg out. But then it pushes into there. I've never seen that before. And the shelves glide out. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You'd have to be careful to not put too much weight on them. House paint for the man who buys on Facts. More fun this summer. Yeah, it looks super cute. I love the little umbrella with the fringe on top. It's so cute. What does she have? This is the color green my bathroom is. Yep. He's roasting a ham in the grill. Look, they have all these pink chairs and stuff. I feel like they've quit making things pink, and I don't know why. This is a beautiful patio. This is like really cool. It's got a wood ceiling and all these lights. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. New light fixtures for outside. What is this? House up within minutes. You're living outdoors without the disadvantages. Oh my gosh. It's a screened in, but then has a little roof. That's fun. I should put this up in my backyard. Toys. Look, it's like oh, I think my kindergarten had this. I feel like this is bringing back some lost memory. But I remember sitting all in a row like this in one of these things. And we used to have a game. Oh my gosh, this is bringing back a weird memory. Not weird, but and like the teacher would hand the kid at the front a ball, and then you'd have to hand it back behind you, and then it would go to somebody and they'd have to run it around. I don't know why. Yeah, we definitely had that. And these two, I think. I don't remember what the purpose was of that, but I remember that. I swear my kindergarten had this. 3 ways to see Colorado. Well, there's Mesa Verde. That's a pretty awesome place to go. You used to be able to walk all up in there. I think now you can't at all. Ooh, this looks fun. What are they doing? Chuck wagon dinner. That's fun. Wouldn't that be so fun to do like one of those horse rides out west, and then like have a, what do they call them, like cookie cook you a barbecue and you sit and eat it. That would be so fun. And if they had like a glamping style camping with a bed, I would enjoy that. Travel tricks. Wow. Put the boat on this little car. You set up his little, grill cooking thing, and the kids are laying here. I think I've already told you guys this, but hold on, let me get my thing out so I can when I was growing up, we had a full-size van. It was basically kind of like, I feel like it was like that. And then there was, my parents' seats were up here. And then there was a bench seat here and a bench seat behind it. And then behind this bench seat is just storage, right? So my dad built with plywood a thing that went up to here. So underneath here is where we put all our suitcases and stuff. And then he stacked on top of the plywood all the sleeping bags and the foam, because we camped a lot. And the tent was down here and everything. And there was a window here. And so while we drove, and all the pillows, one kid would be here, because there were 3 kids. One kid would be here so you could sleep on these seats. And then usually I would be back here lying down. And I tell you, that was freaking awesome, because I would lay right next to this window with my face like pressed up against the window watching the world go by, because we didn't have phones or anything. But it was probably dangerous as all get up, because if we got in a car accident, either I could go out the back or go full line. But thankfully, that didn't happen. And my mom would be here, and my dad would be here. And then she had a full-size cooler right here in between. So if we ever start getting cranky, she could open it up and go, here's, a Coca-Cola or whatever we had in the cooler. But that looks kind of like what they're doing here. They put a Oh, yummy. Look at all these strawberries. I love a delicious strawberry. It's like strawberries and rolls. Okay. Actually, I could go for that. Looks like they're making some pour over coffee. They have a blender where they've made some kind of strawberry drink. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like it. Everybody young thinks pour over coffee is like a new invention. No, it's just a pain in the butt, so everybody forgot about it. Gross. This is a little luncheon tray. Now, I have a lot of these kind of things, or I have throughout time. I sell them and stuff. But I've always kind of thought, oh, you put all these things for dipping, and you put dip in the round center. But they actually have their dip over here, and they have an entire head of cauliflower that in this photo does not look cooked, but I assume you're cooking it with cheese sauce with pimentos. And they have green and red peppers, maybe some kind of string bean. Looks like onions and tomatoes, green peas, carrots, and I think those are lima beans, which is like my least favorite food. And then some kind of bread, and this looks like maybe a queso of some sort. Some iced tea. And over here we have what appears to be tomatoes cut, and they put maybe a pimento cheese in between with a black olive on top. And not a good black olive, but those like cheapy black olives. There's some whole green onions. I mean, I'm saying not good. I like these black olives, but they're not like high end. So that's just green onion. I don't know what you do with that. I'm not sure what this would be. I don't know. And then this looks like carrots where they've taken a peeler and they made like a curly Q out of it. And some cauliflower. Tomato towers. Okay, we'll find out what it really is. Hard cooked eggs, chopped green pepper, chopped green onion, chopped ripe olives, a third cup mayo, salt and pepper. Okay, so it's an egg salad in there. I feel like the minute you bite into that, it's all gonna scoosh out of there. I do like the way they've cut this round loaf. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like in quarters, and each quarter goes a different direction. That's cute. I'm gonna try that sometime. What do we have here? A meat plate with some kind of mayonnaise-y. That looks like roast beef with a carrot in it, maybe. That looks like ham. Let's see. One envelope unflavored gelatin. Uh-oh. What's that for? Oh, that's for the center ring. I didn't realize this is an olive ring. Gosh. Here's the recipe for this olive ring that they have set the dip on top of. Gelatin water, lemon juice, sugar, 8 stuffed green olives, 3 hard-cooked eggs, 4 diced cooked potatoes, oh boy, 1 cup dried celery, that's a lot of dried celery, a quarter cup diced green pepper. I'm sorry, scratch that, it's 1 cup diced celery, that makes more sense. A quarter cup diced green pepper, a quarter cup diced pimento, a quarter cup chopped green onion, a quarter cup chopped parsley, 1.5 teaspoons salt, 1 cup mayonnaise, and heavy cream whipped. That's what this is. I'm actually now super curious because I don't hate the idea of potato, hard egg, green olives, celery, pimento. I mean, that's kind of a potato salad, but then to serve it cold in a gel form. I don't know. Everything's ready on the porch. Come and help yourself. Snow cap cheese molds, that's what these are. You do cream style cottage cheese and cream cheese and gelatin, water, salt, seedless green grape grapes, broken pecans, chopped chives, and heavy cream. I actually think my grandma made something pretty similar to this. She did one that was, I think it was, I'll have to get the recipe, but I think it was cream cheese, maybe cottage cheese, jello, I think lime jello, pineapple, and nuts. I'm trying to think what else was in there. It was kind of good, I guess. I don't know. How about a salad buffet in pink, just for the girls? Yay! Look, they did the cream cheese on a celery stick. I used to love that when I was a kid. Bran muffins, chicken salad in a raspberry ring. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I mean, they're not touching. There's lettuce in between. So it's just raspberry jello with tons of raspberries in it. And then chicken salad that uses cubed cooked chicken, salt, hard cooked egg, celery, lemon juice, and mayonnaise. I mean, okay, that sounds pretty good. Oh, look at this. It's like a big submarine roll with something in it. Humpty Dumpty salad in a bread boat. That's kind of cute. Sorry. 6 hard-cooked eggs, 1.5 cups diced celery, a half cup chopped stuffed green olives, a 1/4 cup chopped onion, 1 clove garlic, salt, pepper, mayonnaise, mustard. I don't know. Oh my goodness, they have all sorts of things. Lime ring with shrimp, tuna-filled tomato star, fruited honeydew, green mountain salad, Louisiana salad in an avocado shell. I mean, there's a beautiful flower arrangement. Dash protects your machine, gets clothes cleaner. Sizzling ideas for better barbecue outdoors or in. That's a giant piece of meat right there. Chocolate all the way. What kind of cake is this one? It looks kind of dry. Angel food cake. I was just at a party where they had angel food cake, and everybody was talking about how delicious it is. And I didn't even take any because I just think I don't like angel food cake. I feel like I don't like it, but maybe I should give it another try. Orange coconut cream pie. That sounds pretty good, actually. I could see that. Don't miss out on zucchini. I like zucchini. I like grilled zucchini. I like to make like a grilled zucchini sandwich sometimes. French's mustard. Hot dogs in here. That hot dog looks tasty. I haven't had a hot dog in a while. Skillet meals. Lemony delights. One of my son's favorite desserts are, he likes all the lemon. My mom too. I'm more of a chocolate person. Two-way tuna and macaroni cheese loaf. Oh my gosh. Asparagus, cheese, and egg casserole. Ham and cheese biscuit bake. I mean, that might be okay. Creamed chipped beef and rice. I used to get in college, Stouffer's used to make a chipped beef like package, like it was just a plastic envelope, I don't know, and you'd put it in boiling water until it got hot, and then you'd make toast and dump it over the toast, and it was super cheap. I used to eat that in college when I had to pick that or ramen noodle or some other cheap food to live off. I don't remember what else. I drank sometimes I'd get a quart of chocolate milk, and that would be breakfast and lunch, maybe. I don't know. I love chocolate milk. Where there's smoke, there's SOS. Camping SOS cleans blackened pots. It's fast. The soap's right in the pad. Look how cute these little illustrations are. Fishing SOS cleans scorched fry pans. It seems like they're saying the same thing, but okay. It's easy. These pads shine at rugged work. Barbecue SOS cleans greasy kettles. It's great outdoors. Better buy a box today. These are just adorable. Look at this dog. And there's a raccoon. And there's a squirrel. And there's a bear who's like hanging out with the kids. And there's the baby bear. That's funny. And let's see, he's got his fishing. He's got little tiny fish. Yeah, these are actually super adorable little comic strips there. Whatever you call that. Illustrations. How to get furniture that stays looking new. New GE bookshelf freezer puts twice as much food within easy reach as a chest freezer. She has a freezer only in her kitchen. I think that would be pretty unusual. Look at all the meat. That's a lot. Oh, somebody should tell her she should take it out of the box before putting it in there. How is your home's personality? Better than this one, I think. This looks kind of cool. Where's they need a little artwork or something? Is that what they're saying? Use of a distinctive furnishing gives the living room conversation grouping an unusual flavor. 4 suspended lanterns make a striking accent against the textured wallpaper. Well, in this photo we can't tell there's texture, but I do absolutely love this light fixture. But I would put a artwork here, I think. Oh, look over here though, they have all this art. That's really cool. I do like that a lot. Yeah, and this is kind of interesting. They put these like dividers, but they're just sort of a visual divider of the space. That actually is really nice. Kind of interesting. Cooper would probably keep walking through them and make them all funny. Milk. Fresh milk. Use your furnace to cool your entire house. Good lighting makes late hours safe. Which wife is yours? Oh boy. What are we saying? Exhausted, wilting, breathing hot, humid dust and pollen-laden air. Can't seem to get anything done. Feels listless and bored. Obviously, there's no air conditioning in this kitchen. Here's the other wife, peppy, enjoying her day, delightfully cool and breathing the cleanest, purest, freshest air possible, because her kitchen is air conditioned with a new electronically advanced RCA whirlpool. Wow. But she's kind of sexier looking. Like, she kind of looks like more fun to come home to. Wow. What? gadgets for folks on the go. Look at that, you're home on the I don't know why people always want to connect their tent to their car. Like, what's happening in the car? Fence Fido in. Pet car guard hooks around the window molding of your auto keep pup from bouncing out of the car. This is actually when people leave their dogs in their car and they're like cracking the window. Maybe they need this like little screen in they could put in all their windows. Maybe people would be more okay with it. I don't know. Luxury wagon. That's low down in price. That's a cool looking car. What do we have here? A Buick. I'm just looking to see what the name of this exact model is, but I don't know. Buick's a division of General Motors. I actually talk about that. I made a video called The Big Three Automakers, and I discuss Buick. Yeah, I don't know what model that one is, but I love the yellow. Easy ways to a pest-free summer. Colorful as all outdoors. Ugh, I love that porch. So fun. I wish it was warm enough to be outside. When it's warm out, I am outside like all the time, nonstop. I love being outside, but it's really like rainy today, and it's not freezing cold, but it's cold enough that when it's raining, it just feels like cold, you know. Look how cute these yellow washer dryer. There's a Star Chief by Pontiac. These ones had these huge, long, like, I don't know if they were fins, but big tails. I mean, look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this mid-century place with this car. Drool. I love this. So cute. Well. Uh-oh, she's not got a shirt on. Oh my gosh. Why 20 million smart women save S&H green stamps. You could save the stamps and then you could use them to buy like pie rags. They just handed them out, and when you collected enough, you could use them to like stick on a piece of paper, and you'd send the paper in to get free things. Oh, look, they're painting everything pink, 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 pink. Must have been the color of the year that year. It must have been the Pantone. Hang excitement on your wall. I'd say it's photographed in the Grand Rapids Furniture Guild Gallery. Uh-oh, I was sitting here thinking these are so cool. I would love these pictures with these women's faces. But they say